Now, and Kelder's telling me I'm going long, but it's been a while. I want to talk for a few moments about love. I do not talk about love much. There's a word that Calder has for it, grammabate. Meaning that, we get up here and we could talk about love and fluffiness and loving each other, and it's like, come on, really? That's cheap and cheesy. I love love, but I didn't start out with Chambra talking about it and haven't really talked about it too much up until now. However, little product placement here. We had some great sessions in France a number of years ago. We got the whole group drunk one night. It was great. There were some great sessions, the mysteries of love. I would suggest that for the spotlight. Half price. Compliments of Adamus. So, great stuff. Interesting thing is love was first experienced here on this planet, nowhere else. Your soul didn't know about love, what you call God or whatever. No clue. How would Spirit have known? I mean, how would Spirit have known until you experienced it? It was experienced on earth. It was the first time ever in all of creation right here on earth. That kind of makes earth kind of special. That's why I get upset when these people are talking about these space alien beings coming to earth and telling you how to live your life. And first of all, they have no clue. Secondly, they're trying to learn from you. Alien probes, alien craft or whatever, they're here for one thing. They heard about this thing called love, and they want to know more about it. They probe, they cut, they slice, they dice, they go into the brain, trying to find, where is that love? Where is it? Is it here? Is it here or around? No, it's a sense. Well, it's perhaps the most beautiful of all senses that would never existed till humans experienced it on earth for the first time. I'm going to ask you to just get out of your brain for a moment. The first time you ever experienced love as a human on this planet. Feel it for a moment. Not in this lifetime. It was a long time ago. The first time you ever felt love. And don't worry about details. What did it feel like? Good news, bad news. You felt love, and there was never anything like it that you'd ever experienced anywhere in the angelic realms. And they didn't have love any place. And love touched you. And it changed you profoundly. The bad news, you experienced love and said, I want to stay on this planet for a long, long time to keep experiencing love. Sorry, but that's what you said. It is so beautiful, and I haven't wanted to talk about it up until now. And it ties in so much with everything else right now. Ties in with communications and energy and everything else. But love, first experienced here, we now move into a whole new understanding of love. First time you ever really experienced love, so many lifetimes ago. Overwhelming. It touched your soul. Oh, in a way, your soul didn't know love. It touched your soul, and that soul just whooshed open with that experience of love. Unfortunately, in a lot of ways, love has been diminished, commercialized, bastardized, abused. And you know it, when your parents say, I'm going to whip you right now because I love you. It doesn't quite work. It's not congruent with that first experience of love you'd ever had on the planet. It's like, these two aren't the same thing. And so often people tell you that they love you, but then you're stabbed in the back. Or a week later, they're telling the next door neighbor or the milkman that they love them, and it's like there was no meaning in that, didn't mean anything. But yet, the beauty is you've had those experiences of love. Yeah, sometimes with the hardships that come with it. But you still had that experience of loving. You take a look at all the other realms, all the other soul beings who've never been to this planet. They haven't had that. Love is not a dominant sense across the cosmos. It's not. That's why people line up to come to this planet. As crazy as it seems, why would they get in line for everything that's going to happen to them? That's why they get in line, to experience love. You're teachers of love. You have taught it in this life, in other lifetimes. You have taught it in the near earth realms, but the most difficult thing about teaching about love is you can't. You can experience it. And you can communicate that energy of the experience, not just in words, but in true soul communications. You can communicate it, but teaching it, no. How would you teach love? How would you teach love? They say you fall into love. You don't plan into love. Now with Shaumbra, we move to a whole new level, post-coronavirus. It's to love yourself. It's to love yourself. It's tough. And very, very few have ever done it. And the experience you're going to have with really loving yourself, it goes even beyond your first experience on this planet with love. It goes beyond that, the overwhelm, it's hard to even say the words, but you can feel it, what I'm communicating. We're not talking about learning to love yourself. We're talking about courageously going into your energy, passionately going into your energy and loving yourself. Loving yourself has kind of weird connotations to some people. You're not supposed to love yourself or love others first, or self-love is kind of, what would you say, kind of narcissistic. It's not. Please put aside all those concepts. This planet Earth, the whole reason for the planet Earth was to come to an understanding of consciousness and energy, your consciousness in relationship to energy. The whole reason was to free up energy of all soul beings in the cosmos that was almost like stuck forever. It's been done. It's been, the energies, the spiritual families, they disbanded because the energies are moving again. A new understanding of consciousness and energy. And please do not put the two together right now. That's something for later, but it's never been done, ever, anywhere. Come to an understanding of consciousness and energy, and task is done because enough have done it on the planet, and now it will radiate out to the others. They'll start doing it. Now, Shaumbra, we move to the next level. Loving yourself courageously, passionately. There wasn't love anywhere else until humans came here, and humans came here not for love. They came here for consciousness and energy. But one of the things that nobody predicted, not even me, nobody predicted, nobody had a clue. There wasn't even an inkling of what would happen when angels came to this planet. And that was love. Soul didn't know it. Time didn't know it. Nobody knew it. It was the greatest thing that's ever come from this planet. Consciousness and energy, sure. It's a given. Love, nobody knew. Now we're going to go into self-love. It's going to have its dark corners and rough roads. It's going to bring up memories, maybe not so pleasant, but we're going to do it courageously and passionately. So you can come to that, you could say, that next level of your experiences on this planet, loving yourself. And it's so beautiful. And it's so simple. But there's so many things that can distract you. Let's take a moment with some Morab music to begin our journey as Shambra into self-love.